What it do? Welcome back to another edition of Hope TV. And today, guys, we'll be dropping a couple topics, picking up where we left off from the last video. Yeah, today is August the 19th, Wednesday, 2025. I thank you all for being here, guys. I appreciate everybody. We'll give y'all just a second. Let everybody get into the building. Yeah, it's been a good day. I had me some McDonald's this morning. Yeah, who all like that McDonald's? Yeah, I had me an old bag or two. And I tried these boys here. These really wasn't no good. I don't know who all like these. Y'all drop a comment. But I got these here. These the new cheese fries, the Carolina style. You know, I don't know if y'all ever had them before, but I tried them. Didn't really like them. I'm gonna try them again to see if I was just tripping. See if it was my taste buds. They got a weird taste. I can't explain it, but it's like a Carolina style barbecue. I don't know. What it do, Marty G? Marty G, get in there with your boy. How you doing, man? Shout out to the fam. Shout out to everybody right around that 850. The Panhandle. Shout out to all the kids back in school. Trying to make it do what it do for the parents, man. Yeah, bring home them good grades. Yeah, Kendall, what it do? Shout out to the Philippines. Yeah, shout out to the Philippines, my boy Kendall, what it do? Yeah, I'm just vibing, bro. Hell, man, finna up here, finna get ready to get off of work. I just wanted to tap in with everybody. See if we can get that like button hit up and, you know, get some more people to subscribe to the channel. We're trying to get 1,000 subscribers. And we're trying to get 4,000 watch hours so we can get back monetized, guys. It's a lot of work we got to do to get in there, though. It's all good. Hey, patience is the virtue, right? So there you go. We got to practice what we preach. We just take our time, bring some topics, let everybody tune in with us, man, and just have a good, positive time and kind of broaden our perspective. Yeah. Doggy Gamer, what it do? Doggy Gamer, where you watching from? All right, guys, we're going to start with the first topic. Doggy Gamer, thank you for coming in. First topic of the day, guys, is Zelensky. Zelensky is the president of Ukraine. They had a meeting with Donald Trump in the White House. Donald Trump came to the conclusion that, no, he's not sending no more troops to Ukraine. No more aid, no more GDP, no more money. What is y'all thoughts on that, guys? Drop in the comment section. What y'all think? Should we help more? Should we be more compassionate after 8 years with Joe Biden? Should we help more? I want to hear y'all's opinion. Quite frankly, Zelensky, he's upset about all this. He wants troops. He wants more ammunition. He want more tanks, more drones in Ukraine. He want to take back the Donbass region. He want to take back a lot of the territory that Russia has came into capture since the beginning of this war 3 years ago. Guys, I want to know what y'all think about this whole ordeal. Is Ukraine wrong for not agreeing with Trump's opinion on troops sent? Yeah, y'all drop it in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think. But also, we got another topic here. Madonna. Yeah, is Trump still trying to get immigrants? Yeah, Doggy Gamer, you a mod. Where you watching from, Doggy? Yeah, he's still trying to get immigrants. I was just talking to a guy in Washington, D.C. last night. My buddy from Washington, D.C., he said that the feds are still in town. I asked a couple people out in California, was he still there? They said that they're still riding around. in big unmarked cars, unmarked Suburbans, so y'all stay on the lookout. Also, around the El Paso border, Arizona area. Yeah, so they watching it now. If you illegal guys, you want to kind of work on getting your paperwork and get legal so that way you don't have to go against this. I think this is something Donald Trump gonna make stick into our Constitution over here in America. And I think it's gonna be something that we're gonna have to get used to. What's up, Nicole? Martin, let's go. Thank you for watching, ma'am. But yeah, immigration has been something that we have been working on since we asked for a wall. Y'all remember that? We asked for a wall during Donald Trump's last campaign. Yeah, during Donald Trump's last Make America Great Again, Drain the Swamp campaign, he asked for a wall. He actually put up $25 million to help get it built. Yeah, Boo Cow Party, what it do, TB? Yeah, but I think that he's not asking for a wall anymore. He just want people gone. Do y'all agree on this? It's something I've been wanting to know for a while now. You know, I'm a military vet. You know, I paid my rights and my dues to be a citizen over here in the United States. And should he build a wall? Or should we bring more ICE? Doggy said yes. Did you trim your fingernails? No, I ain't trimmed them this week, bro. I'm going to get to it. But my whole point is, okay, Mr. LSU, you a mod. Thank you, Mr. LSU. Appreciate your comment, your feedback. Yeah, I believe he should build a wall too, simply because if they already got half of it built, if they already got half of it built, let's just keep everybody here and everybody else out unless they come over here legally. Right or wrong, guys? Yeah, TB, thank you, bro. Thank you, bro. Yeah, I'm just, you know, I hate to see people get sent back to Mexico, back to Guatemala, Venezuela, South America, Brazil, the Dominican Republic. I hate to see people get sent back, guys, like this. And they got to fight the judicial system to be even a civilized citizen in their own country. They got to fight ICE before they can even get back and be okay. Yeah, Mr. LSU, no problem, fam. Shout out to Baton Rouge. Shout out to Slidell, Lafayette. Yeah, shout out to the whole boot, man. We rocking with y'all, boy. New Orleans, you know the vibes. What are the consequences building a wall? That's a good question, Tom. I didn't understand it either. When the Supreme Court and Judge Kavanaugh ruled against this border wall, I didn't understand the stipulations on why they didn't finish it up. Yeah, your country is what? Doggy Gamer, where you from? You from Ukraine? Drop that in the comment section. Let me know where you from, brother. But yeah, I don't know why they didn't go ahead and build that thing. And then we would have been able to stop maybe 25, 30% of the people that's here already. But this is a start. This is something that we got to pay more attention to. And I think as a citizen of the United States, we should be in control of our tax money. People can't just break into a country. It's wrong. Mr. LSU, yeah. Yeah, it is, man. And for us to not have a contingency plan 40-ish years back, it's kind of crazy to me. I was in the military. I know what it's like to actually live on a base where it's protected, right? Yeah, so I stayed in Fort Jackson, South Carolina. I've stayed in Richmond, Virginia. I've stayed in Fort Knox, Kentucky. I've stayed on protective bases. And to think that this country is not protected, guys, tell me, what do you think about that? Is that right or wrong? Yeah, we should, even China. Think about it, even China got the Great Wall of China. So for centuries, protections of their borders have been very popular. 3,000 years ago it was popular. But you mean to tell me everybody that's watching now don't got the opinion to say that they should be protected? Ever since this Constitution was developed in 1776? Tom said, do you know people live near the border? Do you want their property taken away? And what if they don't want that? Yeah, I know plenty of people that's by the border. Yeah. I don't think their property should be taken away, but I think they should be offered up a whole bigger portion of property to move away from the border. They should be offered. You don't got to take it, brother. I know a guy that I grew up with. He stayed near a waste management landfill, and they bought his land. They didn't take it. So there's other contingency plans other than just taking. I'm not per se one of them guys that's gonna be in the business of taking. So that's not even gonna be in my business meeting with them. You know what I'm saying? But what I might do is, I might give them a place to where they can make some money, put them in a nice city. No matter what, they won't be non-financial stable. No matter what, wherever I place these people, I take this land, they're not gonna be looking for a job and they're not gonna need no money. So that's me as the president. So if I move you, it's gonna be to your benefit. You see that, Mr. Tom? So that's all I'm saying. They can come up with these type of plans. Option A, option B, and option C. In order to clear these borders, to where they can build this wall and get sonar devices that's operated by solar power. And that way, they can survey and surveillance those areas around those walls constantly. Brooklyn Born said, no doubt, just take some of the Mexican territory, period. Yeah, we took everything else. Now we weak. Now we unstable. No, we the same eagle with them same olive branches in our feet and them same arrows in our feet. Pull out a dollar bill. Yeah, pull out a dollar bill so you can see it. Ain't we the same America? Because if we not, somebody let me know. Yeah, somebody let me know. I'm willing to listen, see. I'm a YouTuber that's gonna listen. I'm not just gonna try to act like I know everything. But I don't have one on me. I was gonna pull a dollar bill out and let y'all see it. I don't have one in me. So give reparations to them too. Move out. Yeah, they can give them reparations to move out. And I think, quite frankly, it will work on everybody's behalf. Because if China knew to do this in the barbaric era, 3,000 years ago, why are we just learning it today? Why are we just understanding this right now? What up, Kyle? The quote of the day is stay safe and stay free. Yeah, we don't need people locked up and confused out here. Yeah, we need to stay safe and stay free. That's the quote of the day, man. You a mod, bro. Thank you for asking, fam. Yeah. Thank you, Kyle. Brooklyn Born said, yeah, that's what they do if eminent domain is invoked. Yeah. Yeah, bro, absolutely, Brooklyn Born. And so I think that we need to catch up to speed. We need to get our healthcare system intact. Yeah, America need to get a healthcare system. People can't work out here that need healthcare. We need these things taken care of first. Stop putting things into our Constitution that don't matter before other things. They should have a prioritized agenda. That means you start with the more prioritized stuff and you work your way down. But you don't put nothing before that stuff prioritized. Do y'all agree? Yeah, y'all let me know if y'all agree on that. Yeah, because there's some things that they put up there for a Constitution to read over in the Senate. I don't think it should have went before health care. It shouldn't have went before the immigration. It shouldn't have went before 2018 or 16, the civil movement. Yeah. I ain't gonna call it Black Lives Matter. I'm gonna call it the civil movement. Because when you say Black Lives Matters to me, it simply means to be to be used as a propaganda tool. I don't like that. You know, what's real is real and what's fake is fake. And something that's real don't need to be paid to do. So if you pay somebody to go out in the streets to tear out buildings and establishments and stuff, to me, that's not real. So I can't say that. But to say the least, if we get a grasp of where we at in society right now, is there a good future for us to see, guys? Are we planning for a better future? Or do all y'all see is dim light like myself? We've been praying and hoping for the food at the table to come down. We've been praying and hoping for peace in the world. All this gun violence, all this different stuff, people getting unalived. We've been praying for this stuff, but none of it's getting better. We had COVID-19, left COVID. The NRA moved from New York all the way down to Texas. Now gun stuff has been going on all over the world. Yeah, what up, Sandra D? Welcome in, Sandra D. Think about how many gun fights and gun battles and gun violence been going on since the NRA moved from New York to Texas. Think about it. They moved from New York to Texas for what? It's more gun violence now than it was ever. Yeah, every time I cut on my TV, somebody being shot, right or wrong, guys. Every time I turn on my phone, breaking news, man on Facebook, shot. Yeah, right or wrong. So this is my thing. Why can't these things be more prioritized than the LGB? Why can't this stuff be more prioritized than the what this person and that person gonna do when they go into a bathroom with a transvestite? This stuff matters, don't get me wrong. But can humane things that mean something to human society, can this stuff go before that? Or are we, quite frankly, so far from common sense that we can't pull down things that matter directly? We can't pull it down because we so far out of our reach of common sense. What do y'all think, guys? It's sad. Now we see why Donald Trump don't like fake news, fake media. Because they only report what they want you to change in your perspective, in your mind. They only report what they want you to articulate as right or wrong. Yeah, they only report what you might be sitting down at the office table at your job. And they say, breaking news, Brooklyn born and everybody across Central Division City. If you're wearing a blue shirt, you got to report back here tomorrow at 12:30 instead of 6. You see how that works? Yeah. Instead of giving us some sense of security, giving us a sense of divine hope that we are in hands of good people, that we pay our taxes to people that actually are for our interest. But I don't think that we're in that type of scenery or arena, guys. Y'all tell me what y'all think. Let me see what bro said. Brooklyn said, no doubt. That's everywhere for real. But people gotta start realizing things like that themselves, bro. Yeah. Yeah, because we pay our taxes for them to brag about us saying, oh, Brooklyn born, Mr. LSU, they pay their taxes. But then you ain't got nothing for him after you brag about him. Yeah. How you gonna brag about him and then when it's time to do something for him, you can't do nothing for him? That's bad right there. That's like having a friend that every time you go to his house, you can't eat out the refrigerator. But every time he come to your house, your refrigerator getting total asleep. Yeah. I don't want no friend like that. No. If I go to your house, you swim in my pool, I swim in yours. I help you clean out your pool, You help me clean out mine. But it ain't gonna be no me paying all my money and I can't get nothing. No, this is how America feel. And we need people to speak out. We talking about not the ones that can't do for self, but the ones that's out here working the 9 to 5. The one that's out here, he breaking his back going to these hard jobs every day. Yeah. These are the ones that got to speak out, because them the ones that can save the people down below. Yeah. Because the people down below don't got a chance. Yeah, they can't hear them. But for the people that's walking into them offices every day, watching them sneak and eat them donuts, yeah, while you going on down the hallway headed to work, we the ones that need to speak and say our voice, because we got the strength, we got the power. We the one paying our taxes. So I want to encourage everybody here today that's listening, if you paying your taxes, if you're doing what you got to do, never feel afraid to speak out. Never feel afraid. It's just like when you hire a lawyer. When you get that lawyer your money, what he gonna do for you? Oh, he gonna speak up. Yeah. So if you paying your taxes, it don't matter if you're white, black, Caucasian, blue, green, yellow. It don't matter what you is, because you paying yours. That's what matters. Don't get distracted. It's not about the color. It's not about the ethnicity. It's about you doing right. See, when they take you doing right out the equation, that's when you lose hope. Don't allow them to take your hope. You got the right to speak out. And so speak and save the ones that's underneath you. Because we getting buried by so much rubble and rubbish to the point to where it look like we can't even see daylight no more. They burying us in the rubble, guys. Yeah. Who they are, we don't know. We're not worried. We just know that we got the power to remove that demonic entity. We have the power to remove the ones that's trying to destroy us. But we got to use our voice. We got to speak out against them. When they come in there with their shirt tied in and got the tie on, don't let it scare you. Your voice don't gotta tie on. Your voice don't gotta act out. No, your voice is what God gave you to use. So when you get in there in front of these people, speak as a saint. Speak as somebody who on their last breath. Imagine you were taking your last breath. What up, DD? Speak as though you was taking your last breath and tell them straight up, I'm here for my people. I pay my taxes. And I ain't got nothing else but good grain of sand. So if you want to plant some seed over here so they can grow, I welcome you to plant them seeds. But we not taking no more seeds that don't sprout nothing no more. We tired of planting seeds that don't sprout growth. Yeah, we don't want them no more. We tired of y'all giving them to us. Because now we see. Yeah, now we got eyes to see. Let me see what Mr. LSU said. Hit that like button. Yeah, thank you, bro. Appreciate the support. Guys, we got to stay on task. We got to stay on key. If you got friends that's falling off to the wayside, pick them back up. It ain't got to be through monetary gain. It ain't got to be through getting everything. It could be just through your words, confident words, encouraging words. Speak to these people, guys. Don't let them sit there hurt and destroyed, because it only adds to the amount of burial and rubbish that we up underneath. Yeah, they taking food stamps. Yeah, they taking SSI. They're gonna try to take it all before it's all said and done. But we have the opportunity to stand up for ourselves. Let's not give up that chance, guys. Yeah, let's not give it up. I know, because if I'm in that building and I'm speaking to the people and they say, well, what we gonna do, Mr. DT Hope? I'm gonna say send 200,000 ships, load them down with groceries, Add a couple shifts for gas. Send us some resources so that we can have the time to deliberate what we want to do next. See, a lot of times it's not about moving right now. We just need y'all to say we gonna get the help. And once we know we gonna have the help coming, all we gotta do then is use our brain, use our intellect, think it through. We got 200,000 barrels of oil. We got 200,000 crates of bananas. We got 400,000 crates of collard greens and beef. How we gonna disperse it out? If they were to tell you right now, we gonna give it to you. Do you know how you gonna get it to everybody? You got your people in Washington, D.C. You got your people in Vermont, Las Vegas, Florida, Texas, Alabama, Kentucky. We got all these states. How you gonna get it to them? And who are your officials to hand down these products? Yeah. So see, a lot of times it's not that we can get the help, but once we get the help, how we gonna manage it out? And that's everyday life, guys. That's everyday life. That's everyday life, because a lot of times we getting 40 hours a week. We getting a check. But when you get that check, do you honestly put it towards a cause to where you can look back and say, man, 2 weeks ago, boy, I put that money to where I put it where its mouth at. That bad baby working, boy. You can pull up the QR code now. I went from 450 to 560 in 2 weeks because I'm working, because I'm managing properly, because I'm ready for the bag instead of just crying and complaining about the bag. No, I'm ready for the bag. Now get it here. Yeah. And so mentally, this is where we need to be. This is where we need to be. Yeah. We need to be prepared to make a change. We need to be prepared to help our loved ones and everybody that's standing in the gap for us. Matter of fact, we need to be also prepared for what God has in store for us. See, I'm only talking about the physical, but what about the spiritual, which is so much better? We got to be like a watchtower, watching constantly. Because although we live by material things daily, what lasts forever, it can't be seen. It's spiritual. And it's the truth. Yeah, it's the truth. So let's ask God to give us a contrite heart. Give us a mind of discernmentship. Give us a spirit of willingness to submit, not just to people's rules, but submit to our own yearning of heart. You know how sometimes you want 4 cookies instead of 2? Ask God to only allow me. I only want 2, Lord. I see 4 cookies over there in that jar, but I only want 2 of them, Lord. I'm not eating 4 today. I'm not eating 3 today. And so that mindset plays a part as well. Yeah, once we get $100,000, you can't spend 80 because it's yours. Yeah. I would think about that today if I hit the lottery tonight with the Mega Millions. If I hit for 100 million, how much could you give away and be content? If they gave you $100 million, could you be content with 10? Think about that. I'm just asking the question. That means you gave 90 of it away. Yeah, just be for real. If they put your name on a check that said $100 million, could you take just 10? What up, what up, the Catholic God? What up, fam? Thank you for coming in. Yeah, because this is the mindset we gotta have in order to survive out here. Yeah, it's tough. It's tough. I appreciate everybody coming through, guys. I appreciate everybody listening. I'm just bouncing around a little bit, going where I think the Spirit has led me to speak on. Hey, man, we all struggle daily. We all face things that just get us in an uproar. But I can say this, through experience, 6 years in prison, in and out of jail, lying to my family, lying to my kids, playing two sides of the ball. Yeah, you know the game. With all those things intact, what I can say is, through all those trials I just named, if you keep the hope and you keep your faith, you can defeat all those curves. Yeah. You can defeat all that. You can defeat it. And guess what? The people that you hurt gonna forgive you. And even if they don't, God will see fit to forgive you. And the reason why I say that is because you have changed and turned over a leaf that not even man can turn over. Think about that. He's changed you and put you in that fire and changed you. Ain't that something? And gave you a new mind, not a reprobate mind. He gave you a clean conscience to be able to manifest things out here in the world that can help his calling and your calling for you. So guys, if it was anything that I could say this evening that could give you some words of encouragement, I would just say keep the hope and the faith alive. Keep it alive. Say something positive to somebody that's got their head low. We need more vessels of hope. We need more vessels of people that ain't giving up. Because quite frankly, it's so easy to give up this day and age. It's so easy. People losing 9 to 5s daily. Look at the woman up there in Detroit, what she did to her manager. Stabbed the lady because she didn't want to give her no more hours. You ready to give up that easy? Is it that easy to give up? Or can you be like a roaring lion? Can you be like a roaring tiger and say, roar, I never give up. I never surrender. Yeah. That's what Vikings used to say. Vikings never die. Yep. But yeah, man, I appreciate everybody coming through, guys. Hey, we finna get ready to wrap it up for today, man. Like I said, don't forget, hit that like button, subscribe. I hope y'all had a great sermon on this one. Stay tuned for more, guys. We ain't doing nothing. Just keeping it moving and keeping it real, keeping it trill, and keeping it true. With that being said, I'm gonna see y'all on the next one, guys. Stay blessed, stay prayed up. We out.